The home where we keep it real, y'all. Real talk, premium lifestyle. Hit the catch up with Get Lost, yeah. 91 and 91 and 91.
Hey, welcome, guys. This is the Under the Hood podcast. My co-host Jin here. We got Origins here on the left side here, and thank you for coming.
We're happy to be here.
Definitely.
Awesome. Yeah, I mean, you guys are huge in the car community. You guys have a ton of car meets. I guess what's like the whole history of Origins? Like, how'd you guys start?
I want to take the part.
Take it off. Kick it off, Chris.
So basically, I mean, we just started in 2015 September, and I mean, we just wanted a place to hang out. It was around the time where there was a lot of street takeovers going on. And there were a lot of our high-end groups, they, not even just high-end cars as exotics, but just JDM, American, and all that. They wanted a safe place to hang out. So we decided, I mean, if we just go to a random car meet, we can't really tell people what to do because it's not our place to be. So we decided, why don't we link up, make a car meet, and make it a safe place where people could come out and show off their cars.
That's so cool. And, like Moises and Chris, how'd you guys meet?
At a car meet.
Really?
Yeah.
So you guys just both had like the same foundation and both same message that you guys wanted to.
Yeah, it was weird. Randomly, just Moises walks up, has this blonde streak.
How long ago was this?
That was a while. We're babies.
Yeah.
Like 17, 18, 19. We were like kids. Yeah.
Wow.
He was super friendly too. You had a group back then.
Yeah.
You want to say the group
We had a
name?
team. We had a team back in the days, and
What was the name of it, Chris?
his name was J Vision. J Vision Works.
He had a big vision of it.
Had a big vision, but we decided part ways, and that's where we started pushing Origins a little bit more, just creating memories with everybody in the car scene.
Yeah, he had a big group going on. I used to hang out with the Car Ninja guys. Shout out to those guys. They were really cool. But one time I went to the meet by myself, and I saw Chris with all his it was you rolled in pretty deep too, 30 heads.
Yeah, it was about 30 cars.
Bunch of Hondas. So I was like, I have a Honda. Let's go up. Let's go park next to him. I think I was with a friend, so I was like, hey, let's go just park next to him and see what's up. And then the first person that stood out to me the most was Chris, because he was talking to people, making everybody feel welcome. He was parking cars good, one by one. It's not even his meet. He's making his section look really, really sick. He always parked in the back in and out off of El Toro. You remember by the street where you entered?
Yeah.
That was your location all the time.
Yeah.
So, so I parked over there. I'm like, hey, is it cool if I park with you guys? He's like, yeah, land it. That's his word, land it, wherever. So I parked next to him, and then we chatted. We didn't for 2 seconds, and then that meet got shut down.
Yeah.
That meet got rolled with a bunch of cops, and nobody, because I was kind of the Cars and Coffee of South OC back then. Everybody used to go, and that meet disappeared, and we didn't nobody did anything in the car scene in SoCal for a year or so.
Yeah, about a year. A year. And that's when all the takeovers started growing.
Got popular and all that. Yeah,
it became a popular scene, and we decided, take a step in and create our own. And that's where, it started off, Origin started off with about, 15, 20 cars.
if we got lucky.
What year was this when it all started?
2015.
Damn, so you guys been doing primarily these meets since 2015?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's how you kind of built your base?
Yeah. With like I said, barely 15 people. We thought 15 people was the shit.
And then where are we at now?
Oh, we got thousands.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
I mean, you could just post the address right now and have about easily over 500 cars in the matter of 30 minutes. It's pretty crazy.
We'll do it at this lot right outside.
Do it outside?
I don't know if that'll work out here. It's kind of small with your guys' reach. But what kind of inspired or motivated you to want to, do these meets? Did it change over time? Did you guys pivot at all? Was it always been meet focused?
It was just the fact that we wanted to, create a safe place for everybody. And It was the people, realistically. Realistically, the people is what pushed us to move forward and get as big as we are now, because everybody just, as they kept coming and coming, it just started growing into like from 12 to 15 to 30 to 100 to 500 to 1,000. And it just grew so big to the point where everybody started asking us, what's next? You know, they'll see us rocking Origins gear and everything. And they kept asking us, when are you guys going to come out with merch? And we kind of, at the beginning, we didn't want to. But we told ourselves, you know, if the people want it, you know, why not make it? So we came out with merch in the beginning, and it was pretty good. And then that's when we started almost like gridlocking cities. And everyone started asking, like, yo, like, what's next? Are you guys going to get a racetrack? Are you guys going to get, like, an airport somewhere, or a stadium somewhere where you can hold more than 1,000 cars?
I agree 100%. So I want to talk about my experience actually going to an Origins meet, car meet. Excuse me. I went for the first time, I believe it was about 2 months ago. Mm-hmm. And, my buddy Will with the R8, he, supports 91 and up. He's considered part of 91 and up. Mm. And he said, there's Origins is having a car meet, and I just so happened to be in San Diego that weekend.
Oh, perfect. Yeah.
And I went up there, and he's like, yeah, pull up, and with a couple of other friends. And I texted you that night, I think, and I was like, hey, can we get in? And when we got there, I mean, it was just unbelievable.
And it barely started, I think.
Yeah, and it barely started. I mean, it was just like crazy, like the amount of people and the amount of support that you guys get. And just, and what I loved about it is that the people that come to these car meets for Origins, they really respect you guys. And they're not doing anything crazy like donuts, revving. You guys really build a community where people really respect your grounds and people really respect what you guys are about. And this is why I told Jin how we should have Origins in our podcast, because to me, as we know, building a brand isn't the easiest thing. And, a following where people respect you and really see you guys. So shout out to you guys for sure. 100%. Like, I absolutely love it. So I need to know now, because I can only imagine having those car meets. Sometimes it gets out of hand, right? Like, you're over here focused on this side of the corner, and then on the other side of the corner, it's just like crazy, right? Sometimes you can't control. So what has been like the craziest thing that's ever happened in these car meets? Has there ever been like fights among other people, or, had to get cops involved?
Surprisingly, I can say in the past 7 years, we've probably had like 2 fights. 2 fights from just random people. And us, since we're the host, we have staff there as well, we get in between it and we stop it, because we don't want it to ruin it for everybody else. It's not the time or place to, like,
I agree,
bring in negative energy from different places. So we have stopped them, but surprisingly, we've only had about 2 fights.
That's great. So what is the process of hosting a car meet like this in these parking lots? Because you guys do them like everywhere. I mean, the most random places.
I think we have California unlocked. Yeah. Yeah,
I mean, it's like the number one thing is, like, you have to, to earn respect, you got to give respect. And that's one thing that a lot of the police departments in SoCal have noticed, that they can't stop the car scene. But what they can do, if they work with someone that's willing to organize the car scene in a safe way, they're willing to work with them. And that's one thing that we've earned after 7 years, that they know that once Origins comes out, the car scene's out there, but we're also out there and we're controlling the car scene from the inside. And that's the reason why when you go to our car meets, you'll see, police attending and this and that. They'll maybe go around in a circle a couple times, but they mainly just hang out outside because they know that everything is under control inside the car meet. So it's like, you just, like I said, it's just about earning the respect with the people and with the community around everything.
Yeah, and they know what, like, we're about, and the people know what we're about too. So, like, shout out to all, like, the supporters and I don't want to call them fans, but they're more like, like family, because they're the ones that like, brought us here and all that, all the real enthusiasts and stuff. You guys are awesome in every county. But like back to your question, yeah, nothing really crazy incidents really happen because they know like what we're about. They know like we're top quality, and we try to be like on top quality stuff to provide them like a good time, a good night to like network and all that. Because you saw in San Diego when you went that crazy lineup, like you don't see that like anywhere else besides South Cars and Coffee. We try to make everybody happy by doing the best, and it's not easy. Because we've been running around for 7 years, like yelling, you're running around with megaphones, walkie-talkies with our staff. Like it wasn't. Everybody always tells us it's like an overnight success, but it wasn't. Like
They don't see the hours at night, right?
Yeah, they don't see us planning. They don't see us like planning the locations, calling like local businesses to like see if we can work something out to have that location meet there. And like I think one time it was last year with Chris, like. He was running around so much, like you collapsed.
Yeah, actually, at Garden Walk, Anaheim Garden Walk. It was pretty bad. I mean, we had a structure that can hold up to 3,500 cars. And just imagine all 3,500 cars on, all without cats. Like everything was just cluttered with just fumes and all this stuff. And it was just overwhelming running up and down the structure like more than like 100 times in less than like 30 minutes. So it's like it's a lot of work. It really is a lot of work. But I can say one of the craziest nights was downtown LA. Downtown LA.
LA pops off. I think that's like the center, the mega.
That's when KTLA came out. What was it? Downtown LA. It was like the article DTLA Weekly. Mm-hmm. Yeah, DTLA Weekly came out, and a lot of other news media came out. We had like about 3 helicopters out. Riot Squad came out because they heard like backfires, and in the middle of DTLA, you do a backfire 2-step. Sounds like gunshots. Yeah, like it's pretty bad. Echoes. It just echoes throughout the whole city, and I mean, all DTLA was just gridlocked from every direction you possibly could think of. For about 4 miles out. Like they even had it on the news where the chopper was up on top, and you could see the line for miles just going both ways realistically. Yeah. So I could say that was probably one of the craziest nights that because I mean if you think about it, it's like our team, we're about like 15 people whenever we do these type of events. And just imagine if you have over 3,000 people, how much does every single one of your staff have to take care of? You have more than 100 people for each staff. Mm-hmm. So we're just outnumbered, but I mean, we try our best, and then earning the respect from everybody else, they show us respect as well. So it just works both ways.
So all of these attendees, do they all know you guys? Like they've all met you guys?
Most of us. Yeah, most of them.
Most of them do know us, but there is some new ones that they hear about Origins and they never heard about it before, and they just come out and they eventually get to know who we are.
Yeah, there's some people that call me Chris. Some people that call him Moises and stuff. They just get it mixed and matched. But, most of them are really cool. I never met we met there's with these, with these big events, you get like 1 or 2 knuckleheads. But, you try to kill them with kindness, and, you work things out and talk and stuff, and they understand later that night. But meeting everybody, like you guys and all that, it's like crazy. Small world. And then where is he? Mossy over here. Known him since middle school. He's working with you guys.
Yeah, that's a trip. I didn't know. Like, I just heard. Oh, it must have been Mossy's friends, and then Alex was like, "Oh, they're here." I was like, "What?" They know Mossy, and then Ali. You guys know Alex. Like everyone.
It just brings everybody together. So I think that's like one thing. Like if it wasn't for Chris and stuff, like with his vision, like a lot of things wouldn't have happened. Like rallies, like came out of this. Like networking came out of this. Work and opportunities for like a lot of people, which is like the back end, which people don't see. So it's just crazy, like what we like both built, and there's a lot of things coming out of it. And it's just like a beginning. Another, we join another level by opening our own warehouse, and now it's just the beginning for that journey and stuff. So
you were saying that people know and people respect you guys already, and they know what you guys are all about. So what is Origins? What is it about? Like, what's the name? How'd you guys come up with it? And like, what is it all about? It's not just car meets, right?
So yeah, it's not just car meets, but the funny part is that
I know where
we
you're
actually,
going with this.
a lot of people don't know this part, but we actually didn't come out with the name Origins. The people gave us that name. In the beginning in September of 2015,
Say it.
our first name was actually SoCal Thirst. SoCal Thirst. And the slogan was, "Are you thirsty for the SoCal scene?"
We used to meet every Thursday night.
Wow.
Every Thursday night was the night we met.
That's a fun fact right there.
It was hilarious. I remember we stuck with it for about 3 months, and there was one night, it was like 3:00 in the morning, and I'm sitting there, and I'm like, one of these days, I'm going to be walking around with the SoCal Thirst shirt.
That's hilarious.
And he called me the next morning, like, we were branding.
Yeah, we're rebranding. I was like, I can't do this, man. I was like, I realized, I'm like, we're going to have to rock this. We're going to have to say it. I'm like, we're not going to get anywhere with this.
Honestly, that was a great move.
Yeah, so I wanted something original, you know. I told him, I was like, we need something original. We need something that has to do with, you know, the community and with family. So as I was looking up like other ways of saying family, I actually, because back in the days we were all about Japanese cars and all that, JDM. So I looked up Japanese family in Japanese, and it came out Kazoku. And then I was like, okay, Kazoku is cool, but I want to add something else to it. And that's when I was like, I want something original. So I looked up what's another word for original, or like just another word for original. And that's when it kept telling me that like the short word for original is origin. So that's when I put it 2 and 2 together, and I told him, I was like, I think I just came out with the name. It's Origin Kazoku. We're the original family of the car scene.
That's super cool. And I want to say something that I know that every time I go to these car meets of yours, what I love is you have all different types of cars.
Yeah.
I mean, you have imports, you have, you know, German cars, American muscle, exotics. I mean, I think that's really cool because literally anyone can be a part of it.
Yeah.
Which, you know, reminds me, if you want an exotic and you want to go to these car events, you got to hit up First Class.
Yeah, like these cars behind us.
I want to thank First Class. They're our full-time sponsor. And
what's like you rode in these cars, right?
Yeah.
Which was your favorite one so far?
You know,
'Cause they got a big fleet, right?
yeah. So
They got a big fleet.
First Class is our full-time sponsor, and you know, thank Ali for having us here and letting him
Great guy.
us use
Great guy.
his studio. And
I was telling Chris, I was like, when I first met him, he was facing the wall, and I thought he was Vin Diesel.
Ali, are you here?
I was checked him today too. I'm like, yo, it's Vin Diesel. He's like, no way. I'm like, nah. He turned a little bit.
Dude. No, man. Ali,
He's a great guy.
Ali's a great guy.
Yeah.
And no, he's awesome. But yeah, if you need an exotic rental, or if you guys need one, or any of your people, hit up First Class. They have a huge fleet. They can get you about anything. They have G-Wagons, Ferraris, Lamborghinis.
Perfect. And they're like in Costa
And they're
Mesa.
local. They're in Costa Mesa.
Middle of Orange County.
Yeah, in the middle of Orange County. So yeah, shout out to Ali. But seriously, exotics, imports, everything show up to your place.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's
We got a hypercar for the first time last year too at Anaheim Garden Walk.
seriously what showed up.
Centenario.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
See, that's
damn. Am I?
Oh, Danamai.
Yeah, Danamai. Yeah.
Okay. See,
He
that's
brought 3 cars that night too, and he actually had Amber drive one of them. Yeah.
Oh, Amber Bernstein.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've actually met Dan, and I've spoken to him a couple of times. Yeah, he definitely has a car fleet. I mean, he got some awesome, sick cars, and they're definitely goals. So, Dan, if you're seeing this video, I'd be happy just to wash your car. Don't even let me in it.
That's a cool person you can interview here too. Dan.
Yeah. He's a super cool guy. But yeah, I mean, I know that you guys are really also, you know, you're talking about family, and you're just so connected with all these other car communities, which is absolutely amazing. I mean, everyone knows you guys.
Yeah.
You know, so I gotta ask, what do you guys drive, or like, what's your dream car? What do you guys want to drive in the future, and what do you guys have now? Yeah.
I mean, right now I have a Benz. This is daily. just so I could go, without being watched by local police departments. But I mean, I could say my dream car will be I mean, that's a hard one. That's actually a hard one, but I would say a GTR. GTR would be one of the cars that fits perfect with the brand as well.
I think you got Alex's heart over there. He agrees with you right there.
You already know. Yeah.
Well, I drive a Honda. Had that since high school, so it's still running. Senior year took, a lot of memories in that car. So I'm gonna drive it till like the wheels fall off, and then right after that, my dream car would have to be something like a Lamborghini. Drove one a couple times, and just
One
fell
of
in
these
love with it.
behind you.
Yeah, this white one. Like a Perf or like an Evo or something.
So I want to know, like, people who start their own businesses, they're a little weird, right? Like, why put yourself through all this stress and like take this risk, but also at the same time, and like it's fun too. So what inspired you guys? Where were you at the time where you started your guys' first business? Maybe it was Origins, maybe it was something else. But like, I'm curious for both of you guys, Chris and Moises, like how did you guys come up with the idea of like, yo, I want to run my own company?
Well, I mean, I could say I went through hell and back.
Can you bring your mic a little closer? Yeah, just a little bit.
I could say I in the beginning of Origins, I went through hell and back. I had a lot of bumps, a lot of speed bumps down the road. And, it's like, I wasn't really like the first 3 years, me and him, we weren't really trying to make it a brand. We weren't trying to make it a company whatsoever. It was just a place for us to hang out with everybody, get to know everybody and have a great time. So it wasn't even our thought to make it a brand. Like, it was the people itself that pushed us to want more, pushed us for the merch, pushed us for the bigger venues, which when we started the merch line, we had to basically make it an LLC so we can do it the legit way with taxes and everything. So realistically, I mean, we never really wanted this to be a brand. It's like it just came to us. It just came to us, and we just wanted to give back for all the support that everyone's been giving us and just give back to what they want. So, I mean, I could say, like, it was a struggle.
So it was like almost like a hobby or like a side thing just for fun, and it turned into
Bring
like,
everybody together and all that. Then when it got more packed, a lot of people were asking for more stuff, and we provided for more stuff. And now we're really blessed to be where we're at, and just locking down Irwindale. Like you said, you went there. Well, you were there recently. You saw how many people showed up. And we're actually doing Irwindale again in August. So we're really blessed for them to wanting to have us back and stuff. So
yeah, maybe we'll show up there, right, Alex? With our drinks, our new formulated drinks we're currently working on.
Should we try these?
Yeah,
I haven't tried one yet.
That's right.
So
We wanted to do a taste test, right?
let's do it. Which
Yeah.
one Which one's your
habit.
favorite, Alex? Or which one's your favorite as well?
My favorite,
Which one?
So my favorite out of all of them, I really shouldn't say this, but I absolutely love Mango Drift. So,
Mango.
Yeah, Mango Drift.
You can't go
Trademark.
wrong with mango.
It's trademarked, so it's valid. No, Mango Drift. I absolutely love mango, which is like mango peach. That's what
Gotcha.
it is. I love prickly pear boost.
Okay.
That grew on me tremendously. Originally, we were just gonna come out with one flavor.
Oh, wow.
We weren't even gonna do three. Originally, it was just gonna be one, and our people that help us, they recommended us to come out with three. So this is actually a true story. Jin over here came out with the names within 5 minutes, and
that's sick.
he was actually trolling me. So he called me. No, you really were. He really was, actually, because he was like, so I guess he wasn't like, he didn't sound as excited as I did, because he called me. He's like, all right, man, I have all the names. And like, what do you think about, like, I don't know, Mango Drift? He's like, Raspberry Rumble.
Throwing it out there.
he's like prickly, and I'm like, what about prickly? He's like, I don't know, man, prickly pear boost. And I was like, dude, these are sick. And so I was like, and then he was like, are you serious? Yeah. I remember that was like one of the highlights of 91 and Up. Just kind of coming.
They're catchy.
Yeah. So Jin definitely came out with some great names for the brand, and I was the one that just saw the logo, and I was like, that's it, because like you guys, you know how you were saying about Origins, and you know originally it was imports, right? JDM,
Yeah.
Hondas, and the name matters. The name matters, logo matters. So we're kind of in the same boat as you guys.
Yeah.
A lot of people know us mainly because of the name, the logo, and just people love it. So we've been just also very fortunate to just have a great name. You know, Jen over here, mastermind with coming out with like, you know. So it's pretty cool. So, but
Awesome.
so August, end of August.
Yeah, end of August.
Okay. All right. Cool. Well, let's do the take test. Let's do.
All right. Do we have like shot glasses? We can.
We got cups, so I'm gonna grab cups right behind you.
Perfect. All right. Let's see which ones should we start with. And you got 3 flavors, correct?
Yeah. So 3 flavors: mango drift, prickly pear boost, and raspberry rumble. So raspberry rumble for, you know, those people that rumble, you know, Subarus, American cars. Mango drift, 240Zs,
Catchy,
350Zs, and then
Chris,
prickly
which one
pear
do you want to
boost.
try first? There's 3 options right there.
I don't know. Do you guys want to do a blind taste test where we can
Be
like,
creative, yeah. I'm down for
and
that.
then see which
Yeah,
one you
let's make
guys
that
like the most?
Or we do shotgun whoever drinks it fast.
was
Loser
about
has to clean up.
I was about to go for mango drift.
I don't know about if you guys want to try shotgunning, we could always do that. You know, like we'll put you guys' name on a plaque and put it on the table for every episode. You know, if you guys can actually shotgun it.
I'm down to take that
full with-
challenge.
I don't know, Alex, you down? These guys about
Should we do
shotgun.
it?
I'm down.
And if
gotta
Alex
make it
wins,
happen.
we gotta do something at our warehouse and put your name on it.
I'm not shotgunning. I'm just gonna.
No, I don't want to make a bet. Hey, let's do a blind test. Let's take a blind test.
All right, let's do blind test.
Okay.
So mix it in. So while he's doing this, how did you start 91 and up? Like, what's your little quick story?
Yeah, definitely. So we just got done with our first episode not too long ago. We recorded it, which we'll be launching next week. So this, you know, these episodes that we're having right now, they're just kind of like, you know, we're trying to get it all set up and stuff like that. So we apologize on the order that we have them. But long story short, man, similar to you guys, we wanted to build a community where everyone can be a part of, no matter what kind of car that was driven, whether it was a Lamborghini, Mercedes, Porsches, whatever you want them. They all take the same type of fuel, 91 and up. Right now with the gas prices, I'm sure everyone wants 87 and up. But we wanted a community where everyone could be a part of. And we've only thrown 1 car meet, and that was like 3 years ago. But I will say this. I mean, it's nowhere near as cool as you guys. But our first car meet that we threw, we had it like in this random parking lot. And I was also like, maybe like 10, 15 people were going to show up. And I was like, all right, it's time to make a fool out of myself, right? But surprisingly, we had about over 100 people show up.
Nice.
First time.
Wow.
Very, very first time. I actually got overwhelmed. It was like, so that's why I can only imagine what you guys are going through, because I was in one position, and then you had, you know, these knuckleheads on the side over here revving, trying to make, you know, trying to show off, and that's not what we're about. So, but yeah, that's kind of where we started in. And then the drinks, we felt like there was a automotive, there wasn't a brand that really focused on the core value of the automotive, and we wanted to bring another drink to offer to the enthusiast. So as of now, most people kind of know Nas, but there's really no one else.
Yeah.
As far as the automotive industry. I mean, there's a lot of automotive brands that do the same thing, but there's not a lot of them that actually have the drinks. So that's kind of what it is. Yeah. So we felt.
You're young too. How old are you again?
I'm in my late 20s, man. Yeah.
You're young.
So,
You're young.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're in like the middle 20s. So
Yeah. Cool,
we're all
man.
young.
Yeah.
Everyone's being so vague.
All right, let's see.
Hey, you never know if the government's watching this. I got it.
So,
right,
so
cheers.
those are 3 different flavors. You guys have 2 different flavors, and then you guys are each gonna try each one. So remember the taste profile, and there's water right here for you guys to like take.
Mango, right?
We'll see.
All right, this one's waters. All right.
you. Yeah, don't finish it because you guys are gonna share if you guys don't mind. Is there more in there, cups, or you need more? Okay, so then that's the third one. So, Chris, why don't you take the yellow cup, and then Moises, you didn't try the red one yet.
All right, I'm still go for that one as my favorite.
The first one that you tried was your favorite, the yellow cup.
Yeah, but I won't see this one.
Okay, and then you just tried
Chris?
the blue.
Did you like that one or the first one you tried?
I'm going for this one.
Okay, let's see. It's true.
Chris likes the red cup. Hit the first one he tried, or the second one.
This was pretty good.
In the mic, let's hear your feedback in the mic for the people to know.
That one's pretty good.
The third one, the blue cup?
The third one, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with the first one.
First one, the yellow
one's
cup.
Really good, yeah.
All right, let's see if I remember what I put in each of those cups.
But they're all really good in general.
Uh-huh.
But the first one's the one that really like stuck to me.
Okay, so the first one that you tried, the yellow cup, is actually my favorite, prickly pear boost.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm gonna take some of them home.
Okay, and then what you tried in the blue cup,
Yeah.
right? The blue cup is mango drift.
Oh,
Yep, mango drift is good too. So those two are your favorite. Wow, that's crazy because a lot of people like the raspberry rumble as their favorite, but I personally like these two flavors more.
Yeah, which one was a prickly cup? I want to finish the rest of that.
Yeah. So a lot of people have said that the prickly pear boost tastes a lot like Jolly Rancher. It's kind of like one of our most common feedbacks. But
Let me tell you how we came up with that flavor.
Let's hear it.
My dad has cactuses in his garage, not in his garage, in his backyard.
Do you eat it?
Well,
I know a lot of people eat it, don't eat it.
I don't eat them. I didn't know like about him until one day he just made a whole bunch of syrup. It's like this red syrup. And I was like, what is this? He said, oh, I made it out of the prickly pears from the cactuses. It took about 3 months to make, to like ferment, try it. So what I do, he's been making it for years. Every time it like harvest, he takes it. He takes about 3 months to like let it ferment, and then he makes syrup out of it, and we mix it with LaCroix. It's the best way. But that's how I came up with the prickly pear flavor. And then I had to convince Alex. I was like, Alex, yo, like this third flavor, let's just do prickly pear flavor mixed with watermelon. It took a little convincing, but once we agreed that 3 flavors at launch was the best route, it was a wrap. Prickly pear boost, and now it's your favorite.
There we go. Sold.
I was looking at Jen, and Jen's like, hey man, like we need that third flavor, and we didn't know what we wanted. So Jen looks at me and he's like prickly pear, man. We're gonna do prickly pear, and I'm like, ugh, like prickly pear.
It does sound like a little weird. Yeah.
I was like, are you sure? So it was my, we were like, okay, like let's like, what else can we throw in there? And we're like, all right, let's do watermelon. So that was kind of the conclusion, was prickly pear boost. And the name came afterwards.
Yeah, can you see the can? I like how like the signs, like you guys, like this looks like official, like top, like
Right.
stuff.
Yeah, premium feeling beverage, also trademark.
I think you just want to finish it.
Yeah. So let me ask you guys this question: if you haven't already seen it, would you guess 0 calories or no 0 calories?
I would say it does give you that feel of 0 calories.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Yeah, it is 0 calories, 1 gram of carbs, 0 sugar, and it has your basic vitamins like CoQ10, BCA in there, electrolytes.
Nice.
For being 0, that's not bad. It doesn't taste that bad too.
Right. Would you guys prefer something that is non-zero?
No, actually, that's actually perfect. For being 0, it's almost like a natural taste of the fruit itself.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We actually had a lot of energy drink companies that come out, and I'm not gonna mention the names, but most of them were like too much. Like they gave us cases and cases, and we couldn't even finish them because they were like overdoing it. But these ones actually taste really good because like 0 calories and they're good for you, and yeah, they're not bad at all.
It fits the scheme too. Origins, 91 and up.
We need a vending machine when we have.
In
a
other
grand
words, I
opening.
think he wants cases and cases.
Put a 91 up fridge in there.
Yeah, hey, that won't be a bad idea. Do you guys have a custom fridge? Or
I
possibly
mean, we
make
could
one?
do that. You guys are opening up your warehouse when?
We're trying to shoot for either the end of this month or the beginning of next month.
And then your the grand opening is in August, you said?
No, that's the event.
That's the event. So
Yeah,
are you guys going to throw like a grand opening event?
So
When's
hopefully
that?
end of this month or beginning of next month.
Oh, okay. So that's
Still got a lot to do. A lot.
It just depends.
that's
on,
like in 2 weeks, guys.
Yeah, it just depends on like if stuff comes in time.
Yeah.
Because we had to order a lot of stuff online because they didn't have it like at the local stores. So if we're not able to pull through, then maybe we might have to either reschedule or just host the grand opening halfway.
Yeah, I mean, I was just thinking about, can we get a fridge in time? But you guys are trying to plan this whole like grand opening warehouse, and I'm like, we just need a fridge. But like, we'd be down to like get a fridge and throw it in your guys' warehouse, and maybe like stock some of our drinks in there. Like that's
There's
something
gonna
we
be a
can do.
lot of people going there too.
Yeah, so I mean, like the main goal for that warehouse is to create a home for the SoCal scene, because everybody, I mean, like you guys know, everyone in the car scene, you know, they all hang out at car meets, they all hang out in public parking lots and all that all night long. So for us, our vision was, you know what? Why don't we create a home where people could just come and hang out? You know, if they're on break during work, they could come out, eat their lunch there. If they need to do their homework, they could come out.
That's super
and do their
cool.
homework, you know, or either, you know, in the summer, if you don't got AC, we're gonna have AC full blast.
That's really cool.
Huh? It's an Orange. Yeah, like we chose the reason why we chose Orange because it was it's basically it's
like in the middle.
Yeah, it's the heart of Orange
LA
County.
and then Orange County.
Yeah, and then
that makes sense.
LA and
Diego.
IE. San Diego's still a good distance, but they could drive.
People do drive a lot too. We did every event, like big event, people from Vegas come out, and Arizona and San Francisco.
Oh yeah,
It's
100%. I when I was at your meet, I was talking to some people that were from Texas.
wow.
Yeah, I mean, people know about you guys all over. Are you guys like currently just in California, or are you guys trying to expand to like different states, or like what's the future? What does the future look like for Origins?
So as in mainly right now, we've done San Jose once, and we've done Las Vegas about 3 times already. But our main goal for Origins is to basically lock in venues, about 8 to 10 shows a year, where we travel and we tour NorCal, SoCal, Arizona, Miami, Texas, Seattle, because there's a big following in those areas.
Oh, definitely.
And there's a big
I couldn't
car
imagine
community.
Texas. Like if you guys were to throw a show there,
Yeah.
and
I think the
and-
races are happening next week too, so maybe do a little like fly out and stuff.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I've come across your Instagram a couple times, and you guys have people that are just diehard fans or diehard people in the community that
they're
really,
amazing.
that really love you guys because yeah, I mean, you guys get high engagement. You guys are everywhere. I think it's really cool. I don't even think I know anyone really when it comes to like people that go to car meets all the time. They all know you. San Diego, LA, Orange County, and you guys are legit. You know, you guys stay safe. You guys, you know, don't promote any donuts or like burnouts and stuff like that. So that's you know, that's really cool.
Yeah, nothing beats home. Like we both were born and raised here in SoCal, and it's been a rad journey. You know,
That's really
home
cool.
sweet home.
Yeah.
Because you guys were born here in Orange County as well, or
I'm actually from Florida.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
we actually do want to expand to the East Coast as well.
yeah. So Jin.
Yeah, I'm actually from the Bay Area, but
Oh,
I
nice.
moved
Yeah.
here. I moved here for school in Irvine, and then I stayed pretty
That's
much
local,
ever since. Yeah. So yeah, I like OC. Alex likes OC or SoCal enough to stay. You know, he just moved here like 4 or 5 years ago, but this guy has more friends than I do in like 2 years. You know, like damn, dude.
Yeah.
Like I went to college down here. I should have more friends than you.
Right?
But yeah, I mean, so you guys were born and raised in OC, so you want to start something down here, and then now, how many shows have you done since the 4 or 5 years you guys been doing this?
So I mean, we have been around since 2015, but since we weren't really trying to do a brand or do shows and all that, we didn't really push it into like the 3rd, 4th year. So I can say in the past about 3 years we've mainly only had like pop-up style events, but entering the show, like the show community and all that, I could say we've had about like 3, 4, about
like
3 to 4
4
events already.
Nice.
Yeah, which all been very successful.
Nice. Our first event was actually what? AutoCon? Like
AutoCon.
show. Yeah, as a vendor. And Alex loves telling this story here. Why don't you tell that story?
When was that?
This is
Okay, way back, yeah.
2018.
Was that around the end of AutoCon?
Los
No,
Angeles.
it was in April. AutoCon. Was it in May? April or May?
Or was it the tuner show?
No. It was AutoCon. 100%.
You remembered.
100%. 100%.
Yeah, let's hear your story.
All right, listen. So check this out. So at this point, you know, we've been around late 2017, and you know, we're going into the year and stuff. And at this point, we just have our merch, and then we have our name, and we're building a social media presence, which at that time I think we only had like 5,000 followers. But luckily, we were very fortunate to able to go to this show. So me and Jen look at each other and we're like, you know what, how are we gonna get there, right? So we ran out this U-Haul van, like every other business starts, right? And we put on our stuff. So at this time we have no drinks. I mean, this is we just have merch, just merch. You know, like everyone else, like clothes, banners, decals. I mean, whatever you would have in a brand, right? So we go in there, and you know we're in the car lane or car line or whatever to get in. So we pull up, and the guy's like, you know, stop, you know, because I'm almost going in. He's like, stop. He looks at the window and he's like very serious looking. He's like, pop up the back, you know, and he's like, let me see what's inside. And I'm like, okay, you know. So we pop up the back. He looks at it. He looks over and he's like, oh, these guys only have 2 tables. Let them in. And we were like, just wow, like this guy's just like, just let them in. So we go in there, and we're just dying laughing because, you know, everyone else is coming up with awesome like wrap trucks, Jeeps. I mean, you got
setups,
just a legit setup, and we're literally pulling in with a U-Haul with 2 tables in the back, maybe a two or 3 boxes of merch, right? And so we were just dying laughing, you know. But luckily we got a great spot, and I think that helped a lot. But we start setting up and stuff, and I look at Jen, we're sitting down, like, you know, we didn't expect anything. We're like, no one knows who we are. We're just going to sit there, like, maybe whatever, right? Oh, Tune in Tokyo was right next to us. So we're like, oh, you know, no one knows us. We're sitting there. Soon enough, the doors open. You know, it was like I forgot, like, there's a show. It's like these just people just show up, right? And they're like just going all over, and that's where it starts. We're there, and little by little people are coming, more people are coming, to the point where we got our hat stolen, one of our merch, because we had a camera in the back, and this dude was just looking back. Honestly, he wanted to steal our hat, 91 and up. Like, that's
advertisement.
It's advertisement. It's you know, humbling that he wanted to.
I mean, if you put in that much effort, you just got to give it to him.
You just got to give it to him, right? So me and him are just busy. We're sweating, dude. This is our first ever time being a vendor. We had no idea. We thought maybe we would have a couple shirts sold. We had nothing to the point where I felt bad for the people that were next to us, like legit next to us, because they were seeing us, like the line that we had, and they were like, what is going on over there? And maybe they had about 10 people in the entire time. And I felt really bad because that's who I thought we were going to be. We thought we were just going to have maybe 5 or 10 people in the entire show. But surprisingly, we had people that were coming from the Bay Area that knew who we were, that really did enjoy the brand. People that didn't know the brand that really liked our name, really liked the logo. So that day, I think we ended up, if not selling out entirely of our merch.
That's rad. Nice.
So that kind of, that helped us a lot. That kind of gave us the hope of man, maybe we have something here going on. We have something that people actually want. And I think that was a huge inspiration for us to keep going, because we never in 100 years thought that first event would be where people would come and actually buy our stuff. Like, you're telling me I don't have to give it to you? You actually
Best
want
feeling, yeah.
Yeah, it's the best feeling, right? Like, you don't have, you know, like, so that was really cool. And I think after that day, we got a lot of respect from all the other people seeing us and stuff like that. So, but I mean, there was a question that I was thinking about that I really wanted to ask you guys. Oh, yeah. So, Car Meets, you guys all have this show, and obviously there's a lot of people that do the same thing. A lot of car communities and stuff. And I'm sure you've thought about this, but what really separates Origins from all these other car communities that you would say?
I would say,
and not to talk bad about them, but I'm sure you guys thought about this. Like, what makes Origins so special?
I would say it's just the originality of it. You know, it's like a lot of people, like, there's a lot of ways that a lot of people look at their brand, and I'm not saying that all of them are like that, but everybody just has this verge to be like, I want to be the biggest, or I want to be as big as that one person, and that's the last thing you ever want to think about. It's like, you just be yourself. You know, if you're yourself, and people, you know, if they see your vision and they love it, you know, they're just gonna support you. You can't just go out there and think you're just gonna grab that support and just take it. You know, it's like you have to earn it. So I could say the originality of everything, just starting like the thing. I would say, okay, this is a hard one, but I would say just the fact of like the way we look at it is damn, that's like a brain fart right there. But
Nah, it's all good. It happens to all of us.
yeah, I mean, it's because I've been we've been doing a lot.
Yeah, I think it's quality over quantity. Like, we try to like set the bar, and we always do locations and all that. Like, once we did a garden walk, we had like the blue room and all that, and then once we did that, everybody started doing it.
Nice. That's how you know you guys are like a step ahead, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Creating like moments with everybody, because the way we look at it is if we're having fun, everyone's gonna have fun. So the more things we start adding and bringing in and just being original about it, it's like we're also gonna be living through it, you know. So the cooler it is for us. So just throwing all these different types of things in there, like even like bikes. We've been recently bringing in like motorcycles,
Nice.
which is something different in the car scene. Car scene people, they don't really see bikes. I mean, there's a good time when they're like a little bit underrated in a way. When now it's like, now everyone's starting to see them, they're starting to feel it. It's a whole different other world on a bike, you know, like the feeling of just being two wheels and you're just on top.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely miss mine. But like, okay, so I mean, you guys been doing this since what, 2015, right?
Yeah.
So there must have been times where you guys are like, damn, like should we just kind of give up or do something else? Maybe try a different brand, or maybe like, damn, maybe we should just focus on like our full-time jobs. Like, how many times have you gone through those moments, right, as a business owner, right? And then how did you kind of overcome it?
There has been a lot of.
Go for it.
No, go for it.
Yeah, there's some times, like, you know, like I said, you always get like those people that come with like attitude and all that, which I get, you know, like it's not everybody's a great guy, like not everybody's like has the like same mindset and all that. So you know, there's some times that like people like threaten us because they come to our show, they do like burnouts and all that, and we check them like, hey, not here, you know, there's a time and place and all that, and they get like super antsy and like they don't do anything there, but they always like DM us like, oh, just wait till the next meet, you're gonna see I'm gonna pull up like 30 people and all that, and which is rare, you know, but you know, you got to kill them with kindness and talk like, you know, like gentlemen, and like, but during that time you're like, dude, I don't want to show up, Chris, like I'm not showing up next Thursday, I'm good. But you know, just like talking it out and having conversations with them, like, you know, like one-on-one, it flattens the curve and all that. So, but that's just like a small thing. But yeah, we had like, luckily we haven't had like too many headaches.
Yeah.
Not too many headaches.
Business wise though, it's like, yeah, you have those days where you kind of want to give up, you kind of want to do other things, this and that. But at the end of the day, it's like, I mean, sometimes, money gets hard because there's a lot of things you have to put out there, a lot of things you have to throw out there, advertising and everything. But I mean, at the end of the day, I could say just the fact of the memory that you go with, it's like money comes and goes all day. Mm-hmm. Money comes and goes, and that's realistically not even the vision that we want for us. It's like, just if like when I go out there, if I see a smile, that itself is all I want. The moment I just look that way, if I see a smile, if I look over there and I see people laughing, having a great time, realistically, that's what makes it worth it. Because at the end of the day, the memories that you create for others is all we have. Like money's just a piece of paper. But I mean, I could say that's one of our main things that make us,
So you guys like love what you guys are doing. It's truly
it's
something
a great
like,
lifestyle, yeah.
It's
not work at all. It's like you look forward to it every single morning.
Yeah, definitely. It's a blessing, I could say.
Yeah, then meeting all these people and networking. Yeah, we wouldn't have gone to like San Diego or like Vegas or San Francisco on road trips doing this. We would have been working a 9-to-5 job.
Yeah, the funny part, I mean, I haven't really traveled. He hasn't really traveled, and it's the car community that's really helped us.
Isn't that crazy?
Go out there.
It's so
isn't that crazy where the cars just bring everyone together?
It does.
Yeah. And you meet
sure
I would have never met you if it weren't for cars.
Yeah.
Like I was telling him, go for it.
Oh, I was just gonna say it's kind of hard to believe this, but I'm actually sort of shy. So I'm the type of person where, in order for me to meet you, in order for me to have a great conversation, I try to find something that we have in common. So if I don't know you and you're not talking, then how do I introduce myself? But with cars, you don't have to say a word.
It's like a click.
It's just a click. You just come up to that person. Oh, is that your Honda or is that your BRZ, whatever it is, right? Oh yeah, I've done this and that to the car, and then you just become friends. Maybe because they want to go with you to the next car meet, to Origins, or they want to go on a cruise. And I think that's absolutely amazing. But I wanted to say as well, you guys recently just got your warehouse. We were on the phone and you were telling me, because this is how we started as well, in the garage, right? So how does that feel now that you guys actually can afford a warehouse?
It's amazing, man. It's amazing. It got to the point where, you just go downstairs, you go in the garage, and after all these events that we've been having and all the merch is growing, like, it was to the point where we're like stepping over things just to get to the desk. And it was bad. It was bad. You didn't even sometimes you didn't even want to go in there. You go in there and you're just like, I'm just going to go right back out.
Yeah. And wouldn't you say that this, other than you two, you guys have an Origins team?
Yeah.
Right? I mean, what kind of takes part of that? Is there any specific, people that you want to give a shout out that just really been there for you guys from like the start and stuff?
Yeah, I mean, well, a lot of our team right now, because our team sometimes, some people go, some people stay and all that because they have other things they have to take care of in life. But overall, every single one of our staff, our team members, they've been very helpful, and realistically, we wouldn't be able to do everything we do without them. Which is like, who do you think? Like Joseph, I met him like probably like 3 years ago. And ever since then, like, he's the most humblest guy out there. It's like, he never thinks twice about helping, never thinks twice about, putting things aside just to lend a hand. And on top of that, I mean, we also have a couple girls that we have on our team that they have their foot down, You would think that one of our guys can control the car scene better, but no, realistically,
they really know how to do things and get work done. They're even better at us they're better. Like they're better doing certain things than us. Like
That's really cool, man.
they
That's
hold
really
it down.
cool. When's the next car meet?
Next
want
car
tonight?
meet. You want to do it tonight? We can do it right now.
30
do it.
minutes.
Everyone in the show. Well,
What time is it?
Post that flyer.
It's 8:34. We could post it right
Send
now.
us your PMG logo. We'll do it. Origins 91 Club.
what?
You guys
We
want
can
to
do that. If you guys want to do that one tonight, we could post it at 9:30. Give people. Right now it's 8:34.
Well,
so
if you guys want to make it happen, we'll
by
pack this thing.
9:34.
I don't think it'd fit. I mean,
I think we should save another day for like a
Let's
little
do it.
players run and stuff.
let's do a collab, man. 91 and up, Origins car meet.
Yeah.
Or Origins, and then we're just there.
Origins up.
Origins and up, right? Well, look,
Origins under the hood.
hey, we can come out with something.
Hey, like a shirt
Yeah.
collab, that'd be sick. I like what you guys did over there too.
Hey, we really appreciate that, man. It's been just like you guys, we've put in a lot of hard work, and just like you guys, it's been me and him. And then we've been very fortunate where people later on have came, like our videographer, like Michael,
Yeah.
Will, Vic. We have a couple people, even Alex here. Like they've all been very, very supportive, including Ali. I mean, the list goes on, right? Like
Yeah.
none of this could be possible with just us two. There's only so much that we can do, and then we need people to help us and support us, and people that believe in our vision. So shout out to them, 100%. But thank you for coming. Thank you
course,
for
thanks for
being
having
here.
us.
Thank you for everything. Check out Origins for your next car meet. And thank you, Chris and Moises, for coming. And we can't wait to have you next time
Yeah, thank you
and
for
see
having us.
anything crazy.
When we do our podcast, we'll have you guys on, and yeah, we'll do
Awesome.
more stuff together. So we're excited, guys.
Hey,
Thank you
man.
guys for watching as well.
Yeah.
So-
Shout out. Anything? You're good?
Shout out to you guys.
Yeah,
shout out to
shout
you
out,
guys
man.
for bringing
Hey.
this out.
Yeah,
Toast, man.
I'm ready to drink some more and all that.
Prickly pear boost. You know?
Couple
Hey,
cases.
hey, I will say this one thing before we end the show. When we came to that car meet and we had cases and stuff, whoever was shouting out our drinks and giving them away, man, that dude, shout out to that dude, man. That dude was
Did you have a cart by any chance?
Yeah.
Oh, Crispy.
Oh, that's crispy.
he's so legit.
Best churros in town.
He's so legit. I
Coolest
mean,
guy, yeah.
he was yelling, "Come and get your 91 up drink! Come get your 91 up drink!" And people were just rushing,
Yeah,
and
attacking.
people were coming up to me like, "Hey, do you have any more? Do you have any more?" And I was like, "Whoa, like this has never happened." I mean, granted, we didn't bring a ton of cases, but they were gone within 5 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And I was like, dude, we need to bring more. I mean, that's some great promotion. And people were like, 91 and up, what's this? This is awesome. People were like, dude, this taste is great. So that guy, we need him back in your next car meet.
Oh, he'll be there
Definitely.
at the grand opening.
Definitely.
I think we need more than one fridge for the grand opening. Now that I think about it,
hey, we'll be there.
Let's do it. In 3 weeks,
100%.
hopefully, if this is out before then, you guys can all come and join us and all that.
It will
stuff.
be. Yeah, definitely. Okay.
Awesome, man.
Well, that's it, man.
Yeah, never give up. Whoever's watching us, because if Alex and Chris never gave up, and him and I don't know where we've been. So whoever's watching, never give up and keep pushing and keep moving forward. So
Thank you so much.
Possible.
yeah, everything's possible.
All right, man. Check out for
What's
the
up, guys?
bloopers.
It's 91 and up. It's 91 and up. It's 91 and up. It's our moment, so stand up. Hey, the home where we keep it real, y'all. Real talk, premium lifestyle. Either catch up or get lost.
All right, since our co-host here, Alex, forgot the most important part, we got to introduce our guests here. We have Moises and then Chris. Introduce yourselves.
Hey, I'm Moises. Thanks for having us, and yeah, looking forward to more memories.
Yo, what's good? My name is Chris Origins.
And then one more thing. What's your guys' socials so everyone can follow?
Mine is Chris Origins with a double S.
2 S's, and then mine's base Moises. So something simple.
And then the Origins Instagram?
Origin Kazoku.
Origins Kazoku. Anything else, Alex?
We're good. Till next time.
91 it up.